Each speaker will have 2 minutes. We're going to start off with Victor Gomez, who's going to speak in support.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the Farm Bureau and to Benito Link for this opportunity. My name is Victor Gomez, along with Marley Smith, are running the campaign in support of this tax measure. In March, the San Benito County Board of Supervisors unanimously voted to place Measure C on the ballot. Measure C would tax any cannabis operation in the unincorporated areas of the county. Projected revenues from this measure could add up to anywhere between $5 million or more than even $10 million. If you take the maximum rate of $17 per square foot and you have 25 acres, that would actually equal, in cultivation alone, nearly $20 million in revenue for the county. Those funds could be used for paving or repaving county roads that are in dire need of repair and can add numerous more deputies to a dwindling sheriff's department, an area of much concern to rural county residents who at times have a deputy more than an hour away from their homes in times of emergencies. In addition, much of the county remains in need of more fire services that this measure can help address. The opponents of this measure say that this measure would open the floodgates of cannabis activity in our county, when the truth is this measure does not implement any regulatory framework on cannabis at all. When you vote on this measure, you are agreeing or not agreeing to taxing an industry that's likely to come into San Benito County. The county has been moving toward adopting a regulatory ordinance for a year or so and only have a temporary prohibition in place, not a ban. There is no ban that exists on cannabis currently. It's a temporary moratorium. The opponents of this measure want cannabis businesses to operate tax-free, which is very disappointing. They argue that if this tax fails, that they will somehow halt cannabis businesses from operating in the county. Unfortunately, that is far from the truth. As an example, the city of Hollister generates tax revenue through development agreements. I hope that you could support us in voting yes for Measure C.
Thank you, Victor. Jack, Kirk.
Okay. The NOAA C supporters are just local residents. We're not paid advocates or lobbyists. We care about our rural community. We feel Measure C's primary goal is to trick the voters of San Benito County into voting to overturn the county ban on commercial marijuana cultivation next to our rural homes and neighborhoods, without telling you that's what you're voting for. This deceptive measure was submitted without a con argument, but they should have told you that Measure C will have a negative impact on our public safety, environmental, air quality, property values, water supply, neighborhood safety, and quality of life. It is hugely supported by the marijuana trade groups and growers. Measure C is a sneaky con that aims to pull the wool over the eyes of county residents. As a secret punchline, you thought you were voting for a tax where you're actually voting for to allow commercial marijuana farms next to your homes, in the farms and stuff around your homes there. It's not funny. Measure C claims to provide funds for public safety, but instead will create massive threats to our public safety. Don't be fooled, vote no on Measure C. Last fall, a ban was passed that finally shut down the commercial marijuana farms across the county. These grows were neighborhood nuisances. The freelance Mark Medina stated, if we put this on the June ballot, we'll have buy-in from our residents. They are using the measure to get you to buy in to allow marijuana grows near our homes. Do we really want San Benito County to go from being a lettuce bowl to a stench-filled marijuana bowl? In Greenfield, people are being driven out of their homes by overwhelming stench from marijuana cultivation structures with filtration systems that just like those proposed by our supervisors. Other counties have found big marijuana doesn't live up to its promises. Costs have outpaced lobbyists' promises of revenue. There are an overabundance of commercial marijuana already being grown in California. Prices have tumbled and now barely cover production costs. So we just encourage you to protect our property values and our quality of life, keep our community and neighborhoods safe, keep our environmental and air clean, and vote no on Measure C, and invite your friends to do so also. Thank you.